the one and only show dedicated to the greater West Bloomfield community. I'm Ronnie Dahl. We want to say thank you so much for watching on this Monday morning. So the community right now is rallying behind one of Keego Harbor's most beloved family restaurants following a devastating fire. Pretty much if you live in this area, we've all heard about the fire that took place at Gino's. The blaze broke out just before 5 a.m. Friday morning. Someone driving by noticed the smoke and flames and called 911. West Bloomfield firefighters were able to contain the blaze, but not before it did some pretty significant damage, forcing the popular restaurant to close. News of the fire, though, sparking an outpouring of support on social media. Repairs are already underway, but it may be a while before the doors reopen for business. This is so hard because we all love Gino and the family over at Gino's. So with us now, we want to bring in Gino. Gino, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, we're managing pretty good, Ronnie, right now. Yes, thank you.
And we want to say your sidekick there is Dennis Kearns, who is such a big supporter of Keego Harbor too, and helping because so many people want to help your employees. But before we get to that, Gino, let's talk about the fire. How are you guys doing? I was out there over the weekend. It looks like the repairs are underway.
Yeah, they started right away. I mean, I got the call from the chief of police at 10 to 5 Friday morning, and came here in the West Bloomfield. I think they emptied all the stations. They were all here putting out the fire, and I met with the fire chief, and he right away called a company to come in to start sealing it up and renovating everything. And it was within 2 hours they were in here working, and they've been working every day very diligently. I mean, they've cleaned everything out of here completely.
Can we talk about the repairs? Because the hard part about this is I know you guys just did some renovations there.
Yeah. During the pandemic, we decided to do some remodeling, some painting, some refreshing of the place, and it went very well. And we were getting good comments on it, very excited about it. And of course, then this hits, and we have to start rethinking everything.
But it's not only that this hit, so you survived COVID, and we are so lucky that we live in such a tight-knit community because people have been rallying around the local restaurants. And of course, everyone knows by now I live in Keego. You're down the road from us. But then we had Cass Lake Road closed for a while due to repairs. So you couldn't get through from that Waterford area. You had to drive around. Did that impact your business?
Somewhat it did. It was kind of exciting Thursday night when they opened it up. We got the word that Cass Lake Road was open again after 3 weeks of closure. And we were all excited about coming in Friday and just being expecting to be busy. And of course, Friday morning, the fire hit, and it just kind of put that on the back burner.
So do they know the origin and cause yet, or too early?
They got some speculations. I don't want to say, just in talking various people that are working in here, but I think the fire marshal's coming out today, and we'll have some conversations about it. Yeah.
So from that, because you are such a staple in the community as well, what do you think? Can you put an estimate on when you may reopen? Everyone wants to know, by the way.
Well, I spoke with the person that's in charge of the project in here, and he's expecting, he can't say for sure, but he threw a couple, 6 weeks to 2 months, maybe a little bit longer. The fire itself was pretty much contained. It's the building was well built, and so that's pretty much contained. But the smoke damage is what's causing all this delay and cleanup efforts and taking everything out and cleaning and sanitizing everything. So it's a process.
Yeah, it's the smoke and water damage afterwards, right? But the good thing is you are in Keego. You've been here for well over 50 years, but with that, everyone's rallying around you. That's why we want to. Dennis, can I ask you, because Dennis, everyone wants to know how can they help Gino's, even if you have insurance, it's the employees, right? We know that they're going to be out of work during this time.
Yeah, Ronnie, I'm also the president of the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor. We're a nonprofit that's been helping people in Keego for better than 60 years. And we're putting together a Facebook page fundraiser for the employees. A lot of these girls, survive on tips. And of course, unemployment doesn't replace those tips. So we're going to put a page on Facebook for the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor, where you can make donations through the 501c3 funds and take care of some of the employees that really are going to be without a job for 2 months. We also may work with some of the other charities in the area. I know the Oakland County Boat Club may get involved, and the Eagles on Cass Lake Road are interested perhaps in holding a fundraiser. So between myself and some of the others in the community, I think we'll be able to put together a pretty good team to help support Gino the way Gino always supports everybody else in the community.
He always has. And Dennis, can I ask you, because was your phone ringing off the hook from the moment that this happened? Like, what can we do and how can we help them?
Yeah, no, I mean, the outpouring has just been unbelievable as to people trying to, what can I do? How can I help? Where can I send money? We're going to put a PayPal account on the Jacket Club Facebook page, and that should be a good way of funneling funds to the employees that are going to be out of work until we get this place up and going.
And Gino, are you a little worried though, because it sounds like when you do reopen, Cass Lake, as you said, reopened through Waterford. So for anyone that lives in this area or travels the area, it had been down for repairs. You have to go all the way around. So a lot of people don't do it. Like, I will say my dog hasn't been going to Dodge Park that often right now, right? I'm not going 20 minutes out of my way to take the dog to the park. But it reopened on Thursday, and then we had the announcement that it looks like it's probably going to close down again, which, if the timing works out, it may close down at the time that you're reopening. Like, come on.
Oh, we were just talking about that yesterday. They're going to shut the road back down in August for probably 2 months, repair the culvert on Cass Lake Road. So, I mean, if it goes for 2 months before we can reopen, what am I going to have? 2 weeks of summer open? I don't know. We just wait and see, do what we can do, and do the best we can.
We may have to build Dukes a hazard ramp over there where the trucks, and we'll just jump people over.
Or we could do a paddleboard service, Dennis. Right there. Like, why don't we? That could be our side hustle. I have a paddleboard. You have a kayak. Let's go. Let's just like chauffeur people back and forth. They can walk the 2 blocks to Gino's, and everything will be great.
Ronnie, I would really like to express my gratitude for all the comments that have been made, and just the nice things that everybody has said about our place through Facebook. I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of comments, and I just so appreciate all the comments and thank everybody for being so gracious for us.
But you know what that is, Gino? That's the impact that you've had on this community. Because what year did you guys open?
1969. It's been 53 years.
Wow. Isn't that's so crazy? But it's not only that you've been open for business, but you're such a big supporter of the community. And this shows when we go through this shows people want to help. They want to help you. They want to help the employees. And everyone wants to rally around you right now.
Yeah, they sure have. It's been wonderful. And even our insurance agent, who's our local agency here in Keego Harbor, he's been wonderful for us. I feel very confident that things are going to get taken care of well.
Gino, I know that you've been in business, like you said, more than 50 years, but do you have moments throughout the history of being a part of the restaurant? Like, what stands out for you? What are the big moments for you? Because you've been a part, like looking at the Facebook comments, you see people say, oh my God, that was my first job. Oh, you know, that's where I got, you know, proposed to. Like, you're a part of families' memories and history.
Well, I have I'm starting to get grandchildren of people that worked for me when we first opened. I'm waiting. I hope I'm around for the great grandchildren.
Oh my goodness, it's so great though. So we can ask. I know that the classic car show is typically in August, so hopefully you'll be reopened by then.
Well, you know, it's funny, even with the road closure, people did find their way here. We were somewhat less than what we expected, but it's been enough for us to keep everybody working. So we haven't laid anybody off or told anybody to go home yet. So it'll come back, and we'll get everybody back up and running. I don't want to lose anybody. They've been just I've got waitresses that work for us for over 46 years, and I know they're wondering what's going to happen now, but we'll take care of them one way or the other. We'll keep them around. We want them back.
Right, especially now it's so hard to get employees, but that's a testament to who you are. And because how much of your business happens in the summer months?
Well, I would say an additional probably 20% more in the summertime because of the lakes area and stuff. People partying on the lakes and getting hungry afterwards and stopping in, usually a later crowd on Sundays or Saturdays and stuff. Yes. And carry out. We get a lot of carry out. People take stuff to their homes and stuff. So, I mean, we're missing out on that. We'll be back. We'll get back open as soon as we can.
Well, I know you had a lot of nervous Nellies who have planned their events around your establishment. The banquet hall, no damage there though, right?
None whatsoever. It's a separate building with a kitchen there. As a matter of fact, Saturday night we had a wedding reception there, and I have, I believe, a school function tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Birmingham Rose, and we have another fundraiser on Thursday at the banquet hall and another wedding on Saturday at the banquet hall. So we're trying to filter some of the parties that we had scheduled here at the restaurant, see if we can get them over at the banquet hall too. So they'll have to be a little more, the menu has to be somewhat different because the kitchen there is more of a banquet kitchen than it is a restaurant kitchen. They'll have to be able to adjust the menu a little bit, but most people are willing to do that, and we're working with them right now.
Hey, Gino, can you make pizzas at the banquet hall?
I can't. No, I don't have any there.
I was, because I was thinking Dennis and I could have a side hustle where we made pizzas, and then we kayaked them out to people on Cass Lake on the sandbar.
There you go. Yeah.
Right? Like, we could keep you in business with that. They get hungry out there in the middle of the day.
Good. Yeah, we can figure something out, I'm sure.
Hey, before we say goodbye, Dennis, again, what's the Facebook page? When do you anticipate having something open? And I would imagine you're going to post it on Gino's as well.
Yeah, we'll post it on Gino's Facebook page and the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor's Facebook page, and any of the supporting other pages from the community. Probably So Keego would cover it as well. And we should have something up by later today or tomorrow with a PayPal where you can just click on it and make donations and help the people that right now are without a job.
And you know what, Gino, we love you. We love Gino's and the staff there and everything that you've done for the community through the years. Everyone is rallying behind you, so it's great that you'll make the repairs, you'll reopen, and in the meantime, we're going to support you and your staff.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Ronnie.
Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate it. Again, thanks to the community. It's just been a wonderful outcry, just wonderful. Absolutely.
And for anyone who is watching, take a moment and go to the Facebook page, because the memories that people are posting, I mean, they go back to like, oh, my first year, my first job. Like, there's so many memories. Gino, you've impacted so many lives, and sometimes we get busy in our day-to-day lives, we forget about that. So thank you.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Okay. We look forward to when you reopen, Dennis. Thank you again, and we'll have you on maybe when some of these fundraisers come up, and we can help promote those as well.
Great, thanks.
Okay.
Ronnie.
Happy Monday to you guys. Thank you so much again. Just to let you know, you're watching The Splash Live, your local channel sharing stories from West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake. You can catch the show live Monday through Friday starting at 9:30 a.m. and on demand at civiccentertv.com.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head on, visit michigan.gov/flu. Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be like happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
And now, back to The Splash Live.
Oh my God, it feels so good to be able to get back outside and enjoy the warmer weather. Taste of summer over the weekend. A little bit cooler, but there is still a lot going on around town for us to enjoy over the next few days. So go ahead and mark your calendars. Food Truck Tuesdays returns to the Civic Center complex starting tomorrow, May 17th. Try Simply Spanish. Food trucks are going to be located on the end of the Recreation Activities Center parking lot. Also on the 19th, free family fun. Kids Commotion Summer Concert Series is happening at Marshbank Park on Hiller Road in West Bloomfield. Live music, free inflatables, and lots of fun. Bring your blanket and your lawn chairs. Snacks and refreshments will also be available to purchase. That again starts at 5 p.m. And of course, a quick reminder, West Bloomfield Park's native plant sale is going to be taking place this Saturday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until noon, but you have to pre-order online, and you have until the 19th to do so. That is happening right now. There are limited quantities, so shop early, pre-order. You can find out more at www.wbparks.org. And also, you know what? We love our little community. I do, at least. Know someone making a difference here locally? Well, we like to highlight them from the greater West Bloomfield community, going above and beyond to improve our little corner of the world. Show your gratitude. Tell us about them. We made it easy for you. Scan the QR code on the screen and fill out the Google form with the person's contact info. Why you think they should be recognized. It could be a person, a business, or an organization. You can also find the form by going to civiccentertv.com. We're going to take a quick break here on the Splash Live show, and when we come back, Memorial Day Parade. They will be happening after a hiatus. Next, we'll be talking with the chairperson for Sylvan Lake. That's next here on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
And now, back to the Splash, live.
For more than 60 years, Sylvan Lake has held a Memorial Day parade to honor the men and women who have died while serving our country. After being put on hold due to the COVID crisis, the tradition continues this year, and to tell us more, Jim Smith, who helps organize the event year after year after year. Jim, it's so nice to meet you via Zoom.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so excited to have the parade back this year. I know last year it was a scaled down event because we still wanted to honor those that have served our country, but are you excited?
I'm very excited to have the parade back and the memorial ceremony back. So good for us in our little corner of the world, as you mentioned earlier.
Don't you love it? It really is nice living in a small community because you've been a part of this parade for how many years now?
Oh, it'll be 8 years now. This is the 8th year.
So with that, you see the families and it's a tradition. What's that mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot to me. It ties in with and builds and assists the character of the city. It is really a wonderful event. Sylvan Lake itself is a wonderful place to live. Our motto here is the prettiest little city in the state of Michigan.
It really is. I spend a lot of time in your city because you guys do have such a great sense of community. But Jim, can you tell us anything different about this year's parade, or are you kind of going back to the original drawing board?
We are purposefully going back to, as you say, the original drawing board. That is, we're purposely going back to recent years in order to strengthen the memories of those recent years. We've had 2 years now in which the children of Sylvan, who are an important part of the event, they have not been able to experience the joy of the parade nor experience the ceremony itself. And so we're purposely going back, especially for the children.
And so with that, give us a rundown of how the day is going to unfold.
Very good. I'm happy to do so. Of course, the event is on Memorial Day, Monday, May the 30th. Events will happen all day long, at least all morning long, beginning with free face painting by Kathy Jensen at City Hall. It's very, very popular. Kathy does a superb job painting the faces of the children. The kids really enjoy it, and it makes for a wonderful day for them. That's entirely free. The children, it begins at 9 o'clock. It's on a first come, first served basis, so the children showing up earliest are likely to get the most attention. It's kind of crowded as the parade and the ceremony draw closer. The parade itself will assemble in the Greater Harvest Church of God parking lot right next to City Hall. We have room there for the parade to assemble there. The parade will line all of the floats and other marchers and exhibits up. They will exit that parking lot exactly at 11:30 and parade to Memorial Park. Memorial Park is on the corner of Garland and Pontiac Drive. And the Veterans Recognition Ceremony will occur at Memorial Park after the end of the parade.
And we love that. So because it is a special way to honor those that have served, we're going to try to have them on over the next couple of weeks, some of the people that will be participating in that service for you. But with the parade, how many do you have floats? How many people do you anticipate participating? What I love is you guys used to do the bicycle. The kids get to decorate their bicycles. Are you doing that again?
Thank you so much for bringing that up. I forgot to mention it. Absolutely, the bicycles will be in, children on their bicycles and in their strollers are invited to join the parade. They will be folded into the parade. They should gather at City Hall itself, right next to the assembly lot. They should gather there at, a little bit after 11. Okay? They can decorate their bicycles and or strollers at home if they wish, or they can come to City Hall at 11 o'clock and we will have some decorations available for them. They then will fold into the parade, okay, join the parade, come to the park, and at the park, as part of the recognition ceremonies, we will give first, second, and third place trophy to the best decorated bicycles.
Yeah, for us that grew up in small towns, these days bring back so many sweet memories. That's why we keep doing it. But it's also about the ceremony at the end. What has it meant for you to be a part of that and to meet some of the people that have really fought on the front lines for our freedom?
It's a very somber and heartfelt, it really is. We, last year, as you mentioned, we did not have a parade, but we had a very nice recognition display. And
you guys did an amazing job with that. You really did.
Well, that was very much the ideas and work of Kathy Robbins and Denise Dryden, the city clerk here. Very much their idea, really big, and the veterans involved who had their names laid on the sign really valued it. Many of them took the signs home and put them on their lawns.
Oh, I love that.
It was very, very popular.
Because we, while for so many of us, we think it's about the picnic and the boating and the family time, it's really taking that time out to know why we have these freedoms. And you guys do a beautiful job of that each and every year.
Well, thank you. And you are right. The veterans themselves, they gave up time, gave up opportunities. They moved. They were away from their loved ones, and them actually gave up their lives to protect and defend this nation.
And what a beautiful way for us to celebrate them and their sacrifices. Jim, thank you so much for your time and sharing this with us too. We're also excited to have it happening again this year.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
And again, the Sylvan Lake Memorial Day Parade, of course, happening on Memorial Day. And you can find out more just by going to the Sylvan Lake community page. With that, that's going to wrap it up for today's edition of The Splash Live. I want to say thank you to our guest for taking time to be with us, and our Zoom producer, Jared Clark, Calvin Brown, our board operator, for getting the show on the air, and to all of you for tuning in to The Splash Live. And just in case if you didn't know it, you can also catch the show on My Michigan TV, a new streaming service dedicated to telling stories about the people and places across the state of Michigan. And you can download the app for free on your smartphone or your smart TV. Thanks so much. Happy Monday.